just smashed the 40. Error. Connection lost with local management. Please try again. Feed me floppy disks. Don't tell the engineer so.
Okay, I love Buddy, but he might be a bit loud on my end. I don't know how the game balances for the audio balances for y'all though. Make sure everything's running fine. Looks like it.
Battery low. Please plug me in.
Hello, buddy. He's like falling nice and close now. He's being a pain in the ass when I was trying to get him in position. Whee. Alright. So I don't think I have not streamed this game before. I wanted to make a video on it, but the recording audio was absolutely terrible, so over here, buddy. So this is White Knuckle. What is this game? It is a horror game, and you climb to get away from the horrors. Very good game, very fun game. Campaign is fantastic. Has a good story, has just very fun, very difficult. Gameplay loop is so good. There's also an endless mode. That's what we're gonna be going for today. I think we're gonna have to leave our friend Buddy behind now. Hey, goodbye, buddy. Oh, not, hold on. Will that not work? I just... Am I able to die on this? I don't know. We're gonna try to. This might help a little. I don't know. No, I think it is gonna let me. Awesome. Just barely though. There we go. Repurposed. So we're going for a high score on endless. There are a lot of endless modes. So what mode's the best mode? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what the best mode is. My gut guess would be either endless superstructure or endless abyss. Well, I don't know if endless superstructure would be, but I have a lot of fun with endless superstructure, so that is where we're going to start, kind of regardless. I have a pretty decent score so far, very far from the top. So score, pretty straightforward to obtain. You get it from, I'll let stuff off for a second. You get it from a couple of factors. One, how far into a run you get, just total distance climbed. Two, how fast you climb that distance. And three, you get a bonus score multiplier based on these bindings, which add additional challenges to the run. Some of them are pretty nasty, so kind of have to weigh in which bindings are gonna add more challenge to the run and hinder us from getting too far too fast, more so than others. I think we're gonna do just a regular ass warm up with no bindings on first, and then we'll throw bindings on after that. Additional note with is that there are also trinkets. You get more slots as you have more bindings on. Trinkets give you little buffs. Most of them also take away score multiplier though. Not all of them. Specifically the headlamp and the gold nugget do not take away score multiplier. I'll be playing with unlimited roaches because that's what I have the most fun with. And also it's the closest it gets to the old endless mode. Is sometime within the past like 2 months they released an update where they kind of reworked how the economy works in Endless, or just the economy works in general, which net good. I think this little Endless tick is just, or this unlimited option for Endless is just good. But yeah, be like 1 second, we'll get started. All right. Let's get to rolling. Yeah, just do no bindings for this first one. See how it goes from there. We're starting things. So, say top 2 priorities for early game is try not to fall much, because falling is slow, falling is bad. There is also just an endlessly rising. We're not on a direct timer, but there is like just an endlessly rising goop trying to chase and kill us. So we're not on a timer, but we are, you know. So that will not be a problem for us for quite a while. And in one of the areas that we will end up in during the superstructure loop. But endless superstructure just loops all 4 areas that are currently in the game. You go through all of them in order, and then once you get to the end of the last one, you loop back around to the first. Right. This is the side route. Rusty. Come on, go. And grab a piton to work with like a fool. There are many reasons why I want to do a warm-up run. Rustiness is by far one of them. But yeah, early game I want to keep an eye out for. Whoops. Come on. I'm gonna keep an eye out for good items. Not both good items and high value items. That grub, very good item. Am I gonna use it as, you know, the item itself? Probably not. Why? It holds a lot of value to us. What does that mean? We'll get to it when we get to it. Yeah, nothing bad in the silos area. Kind of a lot of regular climbing. A lot of the evil stuff is later on. Of course, to be fair, technically everything is possible without using items. Just a matter of how easy it is. A lot of fun graffiti. Yeah, and you know, I guess just more fundamentals for the game. There is stamina. Stamina is visible from how red our hands are. If you run out of stamina on one hand, then that hand will just release whatever it's doing. So we're gonna try and avoid that. Primarily gonna lose stamina from holding up our own weight. However, we may sometimes lose it from taking damage. So that is usually not the problem if we're taking damage. Come on. Exchange is kind of a scary area. Really don't want to hit the fans by accident.
Power deactivated.
Shockingly, hitting the fans will kill you.
Power activated.
Blend you up into a smooth paste. Alright. These machines give us perks. Perks are kind of going to be the bread and butter for us. Nothing incredible. But that perk is going to be nice to have, but not like important, you know. Grab some items from the vending machine. Syringes are probably one of the more useful items in the game if you know how to use them well. And I know my select use cases that I know how to use them in really well, so probably just gonna be saving them for that. But let's see. This was just a campaign mode run. I'd just be hitting every single one of them. Not the type of fall we want to take. Get up there faster. I said we didn't get like great perks there, but those guys would have taken 3 taps to kill instead of 1 if we didn't get the perk we got. Just heavy strikes a nice perk, just not necessarily what we want as our first one. It's nice because it'll let us do that. It'll let us break boards in 1 hit. And also probably the most important effect is that it takes a perk out of the that right pool. There's sort of like 2 separate pools that you can be pulling the perks from. That rightmost perk that would have had like a roach cost attached to it, even though we have unlimited roaches. And the left 2 ones, that kind of like rarer pool, as 2 of the most important perks for this run in it. So we want to get those, and can't stack multiple stacks of heavy strike, so getting a single one, getting it out of the pool early is also nice. Oh, we do have like hypothetically an unlimited amount of time to get more hits from that pool. It's like kind of want to get them sooner rather than later so we can go faster. Where am I going? I'm going that way.
Travel beyond marked areas unless otherwise instructed to do so. The deeper sections of the superstructure are unmapped or otherwise offline.
Thank you, announcer lady. Be able to reach that. Hello, blood bug. You are an asshole. Didn't even knock me off. That was my own damn fault, but still. I have a right to call him an asshole. No, I super have him right. A right to call him an asshole. Can't lie, this run kind of sucks. Maybe I will do a couple of regular endless superstructures to baseline before we start throwing in bindings. Ranger system, not the sub area I'm hoping for. It might be like one remote drainage system into the other one. Ow, fuck. Or am I being grabbed by? Grab by you. Blood bud is knock me upwards. There we go. It's leaving the area we want to go. So how's it going, RZ? How are you? Doing good. Ah. This is White Knuckle. It's a roguelike climbing horror game. Ah. Currently playing the endless mode, where it'll just loop us repeatedly through the different sub areas of the game till we either die or I guess quit. But holy, that's a massive perk to get. Alright, profit motive is like one of the two massive perks that I was looking for, so that is quite nice. You're going to drop our items that do not matter. Those things mean nothing to us. Grab this. Grab one flare to be safe. Hopefully we don't need it though. Hey, thank you, Glide. I fucking love this game. Been meaning to cover it a lot sooner, just didn't really have time to stream it, and the one video I recorded of it, the audio was pretty bad, so ended up scrapping it. Just got profit motive, so hopefully we can really get moving. Need to see some more roaches to add to the inventory. And just get rid of teeth here. Whoops. I know the flare is meant to be used for momentum a lot, but I sure as hell don't use it enough. Yeah, how's it going, Dial? Can't quite reach up there. Also load that brick to get up there. So we just happen to have that right there, and we're gonna try and just leave teeth in the dust. We are not just trying to leave teeth in the dust, we are gonna leave teeth in the dust. Let's regen stamina right here real quick. Yeah, for anybody who might have only seen the campaign mode for this game, Haunted Piers is gonna be a little different. Take the blink eye. Not sure if I'll end up using it because I really don't know how to use blink eyes super well, so. We will see. End up using that. I'm gonna go back to escape the back rooms. They do more levels, maybe. I don't know. So if they add more levels, maybe, but until then, definitely not. Because I feel like I've done everything that I want to do with that game as it currently is. Oh, come on. This is the path I want to take. Was down the station with the dogs. Yeah, that level's pretty rough. Although it should be less bad now, because I think in like the first video I made with it, the dog's stunning mechanics was weird, but now if you just keep a flashlight, unless it's changed since I last played it, I believe now you can just point a flashlight at them and they'll just stay stunned until they decide to run away. So it's a lot safer to maneuver around them. Ooh. Give my stamina a second to come back. Died because his sanity warning went off while you're flashing a dog. Ah, yeah. That would also do it. Oh my god. Wait a minute, I don't need this anymore. Drop the flare gun. I want the hammer back. Yeah, no, it's a very small thing, but like just opening your inventory constantly to check where your sanity is when you have like safe moments is pretty helpful for that game. Fuck. That's annoying. Okay, let's take like safer route this time. Or not. Fuck. Alright. Let's regen stamina maybe. Friends gave up, so not gonna be able to for a while. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna be honest, nightmare mode is extremely rough. Especially with how buggy that game can be. There we go, that's more like how that room's supposed to go. Fucking Delta Labs is always a little scarier than I would like. We have so many turrets in this room. Fish. Suburbs map would be so hard if it wasn't for the skip. Dude, that skip is like, I'm gonna be honest, if that skip didn't exist, I don't know if I would have gone for Nightmare at all. That level really sucks. I did like a bit of solos for that mode, and like there's also a solo skip for that level, but it's kind of a rough skip. And not fun doing a difficult skip like halfway through the game. Oh, dude, fuck cave systems. I know I'm over weight cap, but I'm gonna fix that in a second. Back strengtheners actually is what we want here, I think. Much as system rework is good. I should do the other place. leave our roaches over here for a second. Please don't all clip through the wall. There, that should be enough. Oh, the hospital is so weird. Weird as well. Dude, I fucking hate that those aren't like pre-baked like physics animations. The fact that it like live simulates them makes it so awful. Alright. Oh, joyous. I believe this is the layout that really sucks. So, wish granted, it's a sub area you go to. You keep none of the perks that we've been getting work while we're in here. You do this with just our bare hands and items. But if we get to the end of it, we get a really strong item. There, this area is kind of a scary climb, which is why I'm using the strong item. I already had to skip like half of it. Especially because I don't know how to use this item well anywhere else, so why not? The word is good, but I don't want it for the sake of the strong item. So I know I just talked about how that gives me a strong item, and I'm not lying about that. I just don't care about it for the sake of that item is strong. Why do I have a regular rebar on me still, dude? There you go. The injector. Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Injectors are going to be our best friend for especially this area. Especially later in the game. Ooh, I have to remember I don't have a double jump yet. So, this area, there we go. That's, I was about to say we're looking for something very specific in this area, and I've already found one of it, the ones that can spawn. So, that is a row altar. We were able to sacrifice items to it, and it will give us perks. In that case, I sacrificed that really strong item we just got for one of the best perks in the game. Overwhelmed gives us just flat stat increases. Pains me to sack my last injector, but it's worth it. And also a double jump, with the only downside being a debuff to our stamina. Also, we got extremely lucky there getting both potential spawns for this area. One could have spawned in the second area, but we got a little unlucky with that. Not that I'm gonna, you know, be that upset about getting unlucky back then when we just got kind of crazy luck to get two of them in this area. I think I can make that jump? No. Alright, so I do have to just climb Dead Man's Handle. Tragic. Yeah, no, the altar is a cool mechanic though. Oh, injectors, you're my best friend. I love this spawn. That will probably not be the last we see of the row altars, because they are just that good. And also there is one perk in particular that we really want to get from it that we might already have. I haven't like checked my inventory yet to see if I got it or not. Ah, bummer. I didn't get the injector spawn here. Yeah, I'll check if we got the other perk. It's the second altar I did sack to try and get the other perk. generally the way that the altars work is that different items are worth different amounts of points depending on your point total. That's determines what you get. And the two things that at least I care about getting from that are the row perks, because, you know, overwhelmed, kind of crazy, kind of strong. And then the other three are varying degrees of strong, and cost significantly less points to get. Terror gives you flat stat increases. Paranoia reduces the damage you take slightly, and more importantly, there is an enemy that I've basically fully ignored for our first pass through the abyss. He's somewhere back there, the face. He will get significantly faster the further into this run we get, and will become a problem later. And also more of him will spawn in, but he's not really a problem for us currently. And that's the other best perk, and we can get multiple copies of that one. So that perk gives us more jumps. More jumps, more better. Enough said. Take a grubby with us, because grubs are the highest value, it's the highest like bang for your buck sack items that aren't artifacts or trinkets. So we're 4 points each. We need 8 points for the mini perks. I should have checked which one I got. Paranoia. Cool. That is the most important one to get. So, cannot lie, this run we are going to be cruising for a little bit. Only for a little bit. Where am I being grabbed from? There we go. Because keep in mind the mass is trying to subsume us. It did. I'll watch out for that. Come on. It's the whole reason well, the other whole reason we need to be moving fast. The primary reason is that we want better scores, so we want to go fast. The secondary reason is that we don't fucking die. Yeah, getting early double jumps is just crazy. I don't think I properly explained what profit motive does, but essentially it gives you stat increases for every piece of currency you have in your inventory. And as far as I'm aware, there is zero cap aside from your inventory space or pulse organ. One of these for fun. Move on. Ooh, let's not fall back down there and get trapped away forever. Also, Pipeworks, second area of the game, specifically the sub-area pipe organ, does have a room that can spawn one of those altars, but that is a single room, so not the most reliable thing in the world. But that is not going to stop me from hoping we get one. The worst case, there's a high chance that we'll see one in Abyss when we loop back around to that. I'm just trying to get as high as possible. That's pretty much. I want to see how far I can get. The game's community Discord is they do like monthly challenges. One of this month's challenges is going for highest scoring endless runs, so that's one reason why I'm doing it. I also just quite frankly love playing endless mode in this game, so yeah. And if I'm being honest, this run is probably going to be quite far from the best I can do, as I am kind of fumbling my plays, but also I'm missing some tools, or not some tools. I don't have any bindings on, so no bonus score multiplier. So we've got kind of our bread and butter perks now. Now we're just kind of going fast. The mass, which is just kind of like, you know, our impending doom, does get faster the further we get. So we're not like, we're never truly safe, so to speak, and will likely be a reason for our death. But I think perk wise, you know, more pulse splatters good, more ways to increase our stats good. Back strengthener is probably going to be the main way we do that. Just picked up system reorg, which is just an all stats up. Unfortunately, any later stacks of it, you know, more stacks of it are diminishing returns. Next stack's not bad, much past it isn't going to be super worth going for. Elastic limbs I don't think we've gotten yet, but that makes it so I can reach a bit further. That one's a pretty powerful perk to get. Probably gonna be keeping an eye out for that. Is, you know, if I had elastic limbs there, for example, could reach past where I was reaching and reach to like the next holdover. There's vent things. These guys are assholes, and also might be a cause of death. It's gonna be pretty hard to get a decent score. I should be able to still get like a decent score, but like since I didn't take any bindings at the start, I am gonna be down a bit of score multiplier, and you know, just any sort of slowdowns does hurt my score at the end, since that's less score multiplier as well. You get a multiplier for your total speed. Hey, it's this room again. Well, unlucky we actually got this room again, but well, I'd say lucky actually. With what we have now, it's kind of a joke. Failing in this would just be dying to pretty much anything. No extra lives available to us. Log stasis is also a really good perk. It makes any buffs we receive last longer. Hello, Grubby. I don't need you. So, you know, there's a few monsters we've been running by. Those hands are one of them. In the elevator, there's a guy named Teeth that spawns. He's probably never going to be a threat at this point. This area has a monster called the Face. That guy's pretty scary, pretty dangerous. The Face might be one of the bigger threats in this run, if I'm being honest. We'll get a good look at him later. Yeah. We'll have some close encounters with him, I am sure. Grab this on the off chance that we happen to spot the other potential Row Altar spawn, but not the most common to get more than one. Yeah, just the one. That's okay.
Volatile hazard classification 7.
Also, it's nice of having this many double jumps is you just kind of go around all that climbing. Don't gotta do none of that. Projector. Up it. And just pop another injector and just kind of go soaring over this area. Okay, I got my jumps refilled there. Yes, I did. Yeah, no, it did. There's a reason, like, I grind endless for fun, but, yeah, one of the things that, especially like on old version, kind of kept me from going too in on back strengthener is just nice. Going for like a good endless run is just like, sometimes you get really shit streaks of perks. And there's just kind of nothing you can do when that happens. At least for getting a good run. Yo, Tagswell, thanks for the raid. Hello and hi indeed. How you doing? Air exchange. Air exchange kind of scares me because I'm very prone to flying full speed into the fans when I'm going too fast. Ah, stupid. Barnacles. This is a room that's gotten me killed before for just jumping without thinking. Deep storage I kind of love to see because not a ton of hazards I have to give a shit about. At least a lot less stuff that'll just kill me instantly for a misplay. The armor plating. Plagueman restructure is nice. I don't think we need the painkillers. We're gonna build Knuckle, now you're EP. Understandable. Got room for a couple more. What do we got perk wise? Gotten Terror. There's a little bit of a temptation to just get rid of the headlamp at this point. I was holding it for sack fodder, but no, at this point I feel like it's might be a little more of a hassle since I've already got the 2 row altar sacks that I want. Or at least the 2 that I care about getting the most. I gotta go to the other room, of course. Been a while since I've done a lot of endless, so I forget exactly where some of these connections are. I feel like for Pipeworks, drainage system's probably like one of the scarier sub areas. A lot that can go wrong. A lot of potential forced horizontal movement. Grub. I'll grab you a sack fodder to sack with the headlamp, and then that's probably I'll cut myself in terms of rope perks. It would be nice to get an Elastalimbs, but I mean, I gotta say more. I gotta say no to more options to just up my speed. Since I'm not mistaken, I think back strength is a bit stronger than I remember it being before the last major update. I don't think it was 4 items before. I could literally just be misremembering.
Warning, you are not alone.
Warning, you are not alone. It's true. I feel like this is an area that also scares me a bit. Not for any like reason of like, oh, it's difficult. It's just it's intimidating looking down and seeing, oh hey, that's how far I could fall. There's an injector spawn right here. Yup. Fuck. Hate these things. That's a nice time loss we got going for us. Come on, get tired already. I've been able to knock these things off me before, but I don't know what the trick for that. Like just by swinging the hammer, I just don't know what the exact thing I need to hit for that is. Alright, well, that's a nice, cool time loss. Hey, welcome to the stream, Nighty. Dude, the vent pings are... they're such a pain in the ass. I remember when me and a couple of my other friends got into this game, it was like, oh, the vent things aren't that bad. You just shine a light at them and they're gone. And then I think it started with me getting grabbed in like a really stupid way. I complained about it. And then all of a sudden, everyone else that I knew that was playing the game were getting grabbed in really janky ways by them. Kind of an annoying turret. This doesn't matter when you can just do that. I hit the arm, but sometimes the hitbox is jank and it actively turns away from it too. That makes sense. Dude, Climb Girl has some insane upper body strength. Especially with the amount of whatever the fuck these perks are doing to her that we've got going on. To be fair, she's also probably like full of adrenaline running from the horrors. From one hand hold is already insane. Yeah. I know I can barely do a pull-up, so this shit is all of this shit feels insane to me, but okay, cool row altar. I can free up the last 2 slots in my inventory. Buy a headlamp. Don't miss the visibility you provided. But I just have to remember to use the flashlight. Extra stack of terror. That's could not have asked for anything else, honestly.
Emergency. Hazard classification 7 confirmed. Closest operational nuclear failsafe. Fabrication line armed. Info logs.
Double injector. The double needles. Any more? Any more? I also gotta put a little bit of respect for being able to just like get the injectors in clean while just sprinting full speed. A little bit of jank at the entrance. I mean, more metabolic stasis can't hurt. Even if it's not exactly what I want, I'm gonna complain. Sorry, grubbies. But you are slaughtered to be squished now, instead of sacrificed. I do have to keep in mind that I can and will grab literally every surface because of that. To make good use of it, I just have to like remember it. Remember that it's gonna be that way for a bit. It's not that long though. But did I get fucking fog, dude? Kind of cringe. Oh. Oh my god. It's not toxic fog. I remember there was like a fucking string where I was getting toxic fog like every couple runs. Especially because I was doing a bit of like, I was doing endless pipe works at the time, but still it was like really pissing me off how often I was getting the toxic fumes. Or the door. I really hope I'm not mixing up the rooms. Okay, cool, I'm not. I can fucking see up to the top, so I wasn't sure if I was jumping to my death or not. Oh, pumps might be like a little bit of a psychotic take here, but maybe it's a slightly reasonable one. Sorry, grubby. Sorry, grubby. Is this like a climbing roguelike? Yes, it is. Climbing roguelike, horror. It does have like a regular campaign mode too. That is quite good of what's done so far. But this is just endlessly looping the areas. Picking rooms at random within the sub areas. Get as far as you can as everything becomes more difficult. Come on. To be honest, I'm a little annoyed I haven't even seen the others have been here room yet. Like, you know, it's past the point of like needing it, but it's just, I'm surprised I haven't seen it at all yet, you know. Really need this item, but take it. What's a motherfucker gotta do to get elastic limbs, dude? Holy. Come on. I do hope there ends up being some sort of like visual indicator added to the game of how many jumps you have left. Actually that doesn't really need to be a thing. The only thing that really needs some sort of indicator is fucking unstoppable conviction. Because like I can accept needing to count my regular jumps, but especially with how janky that perk is, it's kind of like, it sucks that it's not something I can really rely on at all. Yeah. To be fair, part of what unstoppable needs is just like it needs to not eat. It needs to not be eaten ahead of your regular jumps. Slight clutch up there. Stop. I looked at you. Stop doing that. I guess getting rabbit DNA would also be a nice perk to get. Sure. Give me more back strengtheners. Make my back even stronger.
Rates among personnel in new object duty exceed 25%.
Gotta be careful not to hug the obelisk by accident. Be a funny way to kill the run. Be able to grab one more. Can't fucking see, dude. Cool effect's cool, but I can't see. Yeah, I think rabbit DNA is probably one of the other perks that would be pretty nice to get. Give us some more horizontal mobility. I hear you, Mr. The Mass. Come on. Come on. Let me be greedy.
Emergency. Vital hazard classification 7 confirmed. Closest operational nuclear failsafe. Habitation line.
Grab these and just get on moving. Not even close. DNA is fun since the update. I forget what all got tweaked with it. I always remember, like, even before the update, it being just a nice horizontal mobility aid. And like spamming and, you know, spamming events and shit to get around a little quicker. I think I can roll past the stasis. You can long jump towards your cursor. Gotcha. Do one of each. Woo. After that, do another one each. Sorry, grubbies. Not that sorry, to be honest. Oh, come on. There we go. No, I have to think about navigation. Am I able to? Okay, so I can, I just need to watch where I'm going. good to see that these are going off now, because it means I can just kind of launch myself up here and not worry about getting crushed. Air exchange. Oh boy. Be careful not to like launch myself and Mach fuck into the propeller. Barnacle. Come on, hit the button. Take a second to close because I fear my own jump height. Auto take. Come on. Range system is an area I remember is quite nice for rabbit DNA. Because these horizontal rooms are scary. I know for a fact I've saved at least one run by just spamming rabbit DNA inside of it. Come on, there we go. Injector is always nice. Kinda don't want to take the grub here. More jumps, more good. Come on. Quite have the juice to just jump straight up. Need some ligament restructure is what I need. That boosted jump height. I touched the ground with something. Ow. Come on. Come on. Let's in the vent. Okay, you know, I'm not upset with any of those rooms, to be honest. Minimal vent mazes is always nice because I fucking suck at navigating the vent mazes. Reminder, most maintenance staff are people. Hey, there's the rabbit DNA. So the roaches are normally just currency. However, I have a perk called Profit Motive that increases basically all of my stats for every roach that is in my inventory. So having 10 million roaches in my inventory makes me go significantly faster. Going fast enough? No, not far enough for the faces kind of scary looking when you look backwards. We'll get there soon enough. You get on something secondary semi jumps.
Emergency. Vital hazard classification 7 confirmed. Closest operational nuclear
Alright,
failsafe.
let's just grab the injectors. That was kind of slow. Oh hey, they're starting to catch up. Gameplay is actually so mesmerizing. Yeah, there's just kind of like a certain rhythm, both like I feel like playing and watching a good run. If I remember correctly, you can be used vertically now. Noted. That's actually a good reminder that I should be using it, period. That's like the one thing with Ravagina is I always forget that I have it for like the first loop or so after I get it. Unless I get it like early in a run. Like once you're like going. But come on. Air exchange. Let's not go too crazy with fuck. Oh, I'm dead. Jesus Christ. I almost died to the family of 4. Come on. So, for a point of reference for anybody who doesn't know this game that much, if I ever get submerged in the mass, that like gray liquid, then that's it, run's dead. And something like that is a very likely way the run could die. Dude, I'm actually not sure how I lived that. Yeah, sure. More speed. More good. Do we got any good roaches around? Really? I'll have to pick more up later. Oh, off we go. Yeah, I think next run I'll set on some bindings to try and get score molt up. I know my current best at least does use half stamina to give me a 1.5 molt. But I'm sure there are other ones I could turn on. Not entirely sure. I'm still not sure what the best picks are for that. No shops is like would be super appealing for not. I feel like at least to me, no shops is super appealing for not superstructure or abyss. But losing access to row altars is just kind of, that feels like a lot to lose. Come on. Yeah, mashed a little too hard there. That's not where I want to go. Oh, I'm so bad at these labyrinths, dude. Come on. Got a lucky flick off. Come on, grab. There we go. Been shotted a few times. Survival mode is great for score trust. I haven't looked at it. I haven't like tried survival mode itself that much, so I don't actually have a good feel for how bad it is to deal with. But I did notice that it didn't seem like it gave that much of a score multiplier, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, fucking light is stopping all my momentum. Wrong side. Ooh, you guys are hot on my trail. One injector, that's it. I know one I was considering was pinto beans, but because like realistically, if you get an early profit motive, not even early profit motive, but a relatively early profit motive, you can get by. I do a lot of play without using mini items. My biggest problem is that the row alter sacks would become a nightmare. At least one of my bigger concerns of it is the row alter sacks becoming a bit of a nightmare. Come on. Come on. Get in. There we go. Won't lie, the early heavy strike is starting to come in real nice. Damn it. So reward 2 ain't bad. Okay, no sprint's not happening. I don't know if I feel like doing no items, man. Haven't looked at optimal score mult yet, but no shops. Like literally my only hang up with no shops is that it seems like it takes away row alters. So like I could see that being quite good in anything that doesn't have Abyss or just doesn't have like row alters to begin with, but I'm a little skeptical about it on either superstructure or endless Abyss, just because I feel like the value of getting your single stack of paranoia might outweigh that. So I guess you could also take the trinket that slows the mass to begin with to compensate and just eat the slight score molt hit. Come on. Get unstuck. Holy shit. Didn't even notice I was missing a slot. Whoops. Is that a lemon lime brooch? Yo. Let's do armor plating just to be safe. Crunchy. Also, rotors is harsh, but you don't really need an endless structure. Yeah, I guess endless regular structure, like substructure, I could see it. I don't know. Maybe I could also be overvaluing the utility of, or the importance of getting paranoia, since you only have to deal with the faces every 4 sections. Lord. Chill the fuck out. Yeah, that's just gonna accomplish the same thing but better, ain't it? I can get my hands on the grubs. Not grubs, roaches. Come on. Come on. Whoa. I will say lots of like pinto beans, this abyss is like one of the areas where the no additional items becomes a bit relevant, since no early injectors to just skip over half of it, and no injectors to help you with segments like this. I guess technically I'm past the point for actually needing the injectors here. Still, speed is speed. That sounded like a face getting closer than I would have liked. Whoops. A little bit of an overshoot there. Yeah, you do lose good mobility. That's kind of the biggest risk with it. Where the fuck am I going? I am a fool and misnavigated that room. go. Yet to be punished for my mistakes. Probably. Definitely. Keep storage, that's what I like to see. I don't have to think, I just go up. Grab DNA probably. I know I've tried in like offline, I've tried a little bit of messing around with the high gravity, and it's like genuinely once you get a run going, I don't think it would be that bad. It's just, God, does it make getting a run going so much more painful. Gravity's not worth. No, I agree. It's definitely not worth. It's just like I tried it a bit because I like read it and I was like, oh, maybe that wouldn't be that bad, but no, it is that bad. Lose out on a lot of runs that could have potential because you physically can't get them off the ground. Crunchy. Okay, how high does rabbit DNA stack? Is it a 5 or a 10er? 5 pack or a 10 pack? Come up. Brother. Which one is it even gonna be next? Everything is stacks to 10. Dang. Good. Alright, there we go. Halfway there, I suppose, then. You know, that room is cool, it's just also scary as hell. I'd like to not get electrocuted. The real cool electric area is the fucking Haunted Piers variant in campaign mode. No. Bad vent thing. Come on. I also find it interesting that I feel like it's harder to like keep up the commentary well, or like talk and play at the same time the further in I get, just because there's like I'm moving quicker and in theory don't have to think about my individual holds, but it's like this shit's really weird to control at high speeds. Bit of a whiff on the rabbit DNA jump there. I get the feeling that Mr. the Face is catching up to me. Yeah, I understand why regular Piers isn't in endless mode, but like, okay, we're not getting that injector right now. Gonna do a little bit of loop-de-loops. Y'all are gonna fuck off for like 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab this injector and leave. That cool with y'all? Graphics remind you of Rodland. Yeah. Both of them definitely use a kind of like gritty type aesthetics. I love it. Oh, that's the face. I think I've been talking about him occasionally. That's the thing that makes this area scary. No, I do wish regular haunted piers. I personally would love to see like an endless campaign mode that includes like interlude variants. Like I know, it's like just interlude variants, and then like maybe like a small chance for a region to be replaced with the shortcut variant. I think that would be fun. Ooh, okay, I gotta keep better track of my jumps, or realistically just restore them more. Ugh, air exchange. Come on, there we go. Grab. Climb. Get out of my face, please. Thank you. It should be good to just jump straight up. This is a good one to jump straight up. Thank fuck. Back strengtheners, love to see it.
Update. Training chamber observation windows.
I'm more later, I guess. Oh lord, dude, my wrists fucking do not love the way my keyboard is positioned right now. Holy. Yeah. Like, there's not a lot of rooms in the shortcuts, but like, it's like I understand why there isn't like a dedicated endless for it, but would actually get to see the first shortcut. Yeah. People can do sync for more than like just doing it for fun. No, because I remember finding the first shortcut and went, wow, that's cool. And then realizing that casually there's too many downsides to take it. And then going for like campaign mode speedruns is just by far the like not nearly as fast as just going for the second shortcut. Although to be fair, for campaign I also do just enjoy playing through the entire campaign and all the main areas and not doing incinerator shortcut. Come on. Or I guess no shortcuts is how you would say that normally. Dude, I think that's actually the first others have been here room we've gotten all run. It's insane. Again, like, I'm not upset that I didn't get that early since I got pretty good altar luck early on, but still. Oh god. Come on. Unfortunate. GG's. Not a bad score. A wild perk lineup too. Alright, let's get some modifiers on here. I definitely think half stamina is one you take. No perks is definitely a no-go. Okay, I haven't messed with survival mode much, but how... it's not much score multiplier gives. How big is like the fall damage and injuries though to deal with? Pinto beans is a lot of score mult, man. I don't know, could be worth. Two extra slots from large backpack would be nice. Definitely want the gold nugget. Shops, all vendors are sold out. That really does not add that much mult. Gravity does, but I don't think that's worth it. Half cap inventory is not worth it. I feel like these four are kind of like the main contenders for would this be worth taking into a run. Maybe we start with these two, see how they play out, go from there. Large backpack's a little tempting. Two extra slots is... it's more... it's just kind of like more free speed. Yeah, I'm sacrificing a little bit of mult for it, but that is like free speed when we get to later game. More space I can store stuff to sack in the meantime. Then the question becomes, do I bother going for over at all? Because I believe you don't even get artifacts with these, so pouch is best. I haven't actually, I'm gonna be honest, I have not tried the majority of these as extra utility. Hold on. I do want to take a look at pouch for a second. What even is the... what's the keybind for that? Is there a keybind for it, I guess would be a better question. Or does it also just work as like an extra slot? Pouch can stack roaches. What do you mean by like it can stack roaches? Like, is it just one slot, or can I put like multiple roaches inside of it? I kind of just assumed it was like one extra slot. As the backpack just kind of gives you two. Multiple of one type. Interesting. Do they still contribute? Like, does it change like the inventory cap at all? Or is it just kind of quick access of whatever item you shove in there? A little bit of a dummy. Changes the cap. You know how much it changes the cap by, or changes it by a decent bit, then I'm all game for that. But it's just like one extra slot.
Alert. Lambda
Whoa.
biosignatures detected
I'm a
in
true fool.
long-term storage facility.
Promise I'm alright at this game. Not gonna promise anything more than that. I guess to be fair, this is mainly a science run to mess around with the pouch anyway, so. Right. Five items is one. That's it. That's actually the case, and yeah, that would just be a better backpack, for at least for the purposes of what I'm taking it for. Bit of an annoying cost in terms of like score molt, but I think I need more items to really get a good scale on that, to be honest. Alright, good old barnacle platform, my favorite. I forgot to quick equip my hammer. Oh my god. There you go, Barnacle Express. No, stop that. Come on, game. One more items to experiment with. I don't super love my pace for this run, considering that perks room. Huh, shot really does just go on. I take all of these out of my inventory. That's how much inventory space. That. Huh. Notice the hands turn red. Yeah, you do that as you burn through stamina, and since I'm starting with half staminas, it's just always gonna be red. Always hard from everything to not fit. Dude, the whiplash is a little fucked. Right. Yeah, we'll give the pouch a try. Seems promising. And also for early game, it'll help with building up stock for fucking row alter sacks. The real question is going to be, do I play towards, do I try and play towards, overwhelmed at all? Or do I just go for, do I just accept I'm not getting overwhelmed and, just try and play towards paranoia and terror? Because like overwhelmed is really good perk, but That is a lot of pitons I need to make that happen. Stop. I need that button pressed. Ooh. The fact that it works with profit motive just makes it free back strength. It really does. Overwhelm might not happen. Yeah. I feel like the only way overwhelmed really happens is... Wait, like... I would need to get like 13 pitons for it, right? Because I would just sack both the gold nugget and headlamp instantly for it, so that's 12 points. See, I would need to get 13 pitons, which is kind of rough. Part of me is thinking that might just depend on how early I get a profit motive. The counterpoint though is if I don't get an early enough profit motive, I might just die. So especially because I'm mentally prepared for this one. I wasn't the first time I tried out Pinto Beans mode, but I am mentally prepared for the fact that you're not going to get a flare gun to work with for teeth, which makes sense, but like, damn. Oh, I might be throwing. No, let's not reverse the airflow. Back. Ow. Come on. Let me buy. No. This is pure and utter greed and avarice. It paid off, so who cares? A real gun and real way to skip teeth. Yeah. I mean, I think that'll probably mostly come down to just perk luck at that point. Oops. Like, still in the habit of spamming the flashlight. I guess technically that is another 3 points, the flashlight. If I'm willing to do Abyss without a flashlight. I think you get resupplied with one every loop in words, that area. So is technically an option. Maybe not a great option. Also up to like 9 pitons, so maybe it'll happen. I should have taken pheromone glands. I feel like that was kind of a throw pick. Like, as much as I want the back strengtheners later anyway, pheromone glands does like thin out the pool a little. I don't know. We will see. This move.
Caution. Visibility in drainage cylinder 2 is limited due to rising steam. Use thermographic imaging where possible.
There you go. chill out for a second, get my stamina, and go. I'm really ass at crunchy climbing, so. Yeah, so I've got 9 pitons, we had 21 points total. Ow. Come on. There you go. So, I don't know if we're at 21 points. When we get the flashlight, that'll be. I keep forgetting. That'll be another 3 points. Realistically, I only need 1 more piton. If I can get 4 pitons in the next, like, couple rooms, that does set me up for if I happen to get a lucky spawn with, getting the others have been here room. Maybe we don't play with that in expectations, considering I didn't get that till past 20k meters last run. The other downside with getting overwhelmed is if I get it like really early, it might be a little messy because as good as more jumps are, the debuffed stamina might actually be relevant this early on still. I have full. Yes. Yes, I am. Others have been here. Does that pivot my planning at all? I know I don't have enough to go for it on this visit. Could check the upper area because I know a few pitons can spawn up there. Yeah, the overwhelm nerf would probably come into play if I got it this early anyway as well. Then the next question naturally would be, do I just skip this altar altogether? Like peeking around for extra pitons. I think realistically, if I want overwhelmed at all, it has to happen off the sack that I sack my other items on. I think I just physically can't make it happen otherwise. I think I skip for now. Otherwise I would need 25 free slots to dedicate to it. I think would be really hard to justify. Yeah, man. Brother. It's low enough I can hear the mass. Fine. Can we hear a second? Brother. It's also really good to know that that's how the pouch works. So honestly, I just thought and assumed that the pouch was like basically another pocket where you just press like some third button to quick equip an item, which don't get me wrong, that would be nice, that would be good, but like I don't know if that would be worth the debuff it comes with. I think I can accept the debuff it comes with in exchange for what it does actually do though. Not the debuff, but the score penalty. Alright, let's 5, 10. Yeah, that'd be enough. With the flashlight, I just have to survive the next section. Plastic limbs is nice, but I don't know if it's nice enough. I might have got myself killed. I think Latissimus optimization is like, it's not the ideal pick there, but I think it's the required pick there. My punishment for my own greed. This is the thing that has the highest chance of killing the run is service shaft. This thief is like actually a danger. Get duck into one of the vents just to despawn. Oh, this is the higher one. Oh, I'm stupid. Some stupid idiot. Oh, rip the lead I had on him. You can definitely hear that I had a lead on him before. You're getting good generation at least. Just helping. That's the end actually. Huh. Shit. Well, you know. One's not dead. Do think taking Latissimus optimization was the play there, as much as it's a little unfortunate taking that over another back strengtheners. Sometimes you gotta think about the short term in order to get to the long term. No blink eye, but we knew that was gonna happen already. Oh, dude, I just fat fingered the clicks. That's actually, I guess fat fingering ain't the right word for that one, but still. Can't take anything if you die. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta play the short game in order to make it to the long game. Come on. We'll have stamina. We got more climbing to do. This specific tile like always fucking gets me. Oh, I cooked myself. Right, I'm supposed to go here first. That like specific segment kind of gets me like every time. Good lord. Ah. Like 1 second. My wrist is not happy. Alright. I don't know if it's like just how I grab my mouse while I'm playing this game, or just how I have like my microphone set up, or a combination of two, but I always end up arching my hand in not the most comfortable way. I'm like gripping the mouse and recording. Fucker. There we go. Boy. Come on. There we go.
Notice. All laboratory staff must complete daily anomaly containment checks. Failure to log status reports will result in immediate review.
Fucker. Where are you? Where's my handheld? Shit. I didn't mean to drop my hammer. Alright, well that's something I'm gonna have to remember to go fucking track down as soon as Let's Go is where'd my hammer go. Motherfucker. Where is it? Where the fuck did my hammer go? Bro, I think my hammer's just gone. That's... Like, I know I dropped it, but where did it fucking go?
Research Lab 5 is now a ASAP crisis. Requesting immediate termination teams.
It's kind of like GG if I don't have the hammer. I feel like that's a little too important to just not have. Huh. Well, that really sucks. Alright, well, about that I think I pretty much have to restart. Very unfortunate misclick. I know technically in campaign mode there's a sort of like second hammer in the break rooms. There's sort of like the halfway point, or in the break room in the first area. Although I don't believe there's a way to get another hammer in Endless. You're presumably never going to be a dumbass and drop it. I always forget that this fucking room variant doesn't give you the air boost until you're past this thing. It's like, even if I've played this game a decent bit already, even if I like consciously know it, it's like I see the air particles, I'm like, ah yes, I'm gonna get the boost perfect. It's not a guarantee. Where the fuck? Dude, I fucking hate blood bugs. Oh my god. Cringe loser. Go away. Go away. Blood bug finally fucking dead. Yes. Only almost died for it. Didn't I get... Where? There we go. I will repeat on number 2. Normal amount of blood bug. It is kind of just the average amount of harassment you get from a blood bug, but still. Fuck those things. Oh my god. Be patient. My stamina come back. Oh, hi, blood bug. Dude, get up. Oh shit. The audio, I think the audio did not fucking play whatsoever for that alert, but thank you for the sub, Pixie Frog. How are you doing? Where the fuck am I going? There it is. I always forget which side this shit's on. There we go, pulse organ. Not a bad start. You can double jump. I guess it begs the question of, if I can double jump already, do I need overwhelmed? Maybe not. You'll work while you're ready for bed. Very fair. Also probably stockpile roaches now, so I can just get a speed buff when I need it. Yeah, I think if I see an early row alter this run, I just forego any hopes of getting overwhelmed for trying to get either terror or paranoia. Or needles, honestly. This could be a case where needles is actually like good. And up and up. And this room is scary as fuck. Maybe I should be patient for a second, actually regen stamina. Alternatively, the Barnacle Express. Oh, lemon lime. I can't make it without the piton, but like also if I'm not saving up for overwhelmed, I'm gonna worry about saving every little ketone. Nope. Get up there. Pipe organ. It's got potential. Also, it would be kind of really nice to get an early terror. A little higher. There we go. Oh my god. I actually forgot I had the pulse organ. I could have been doing half of that shit so much faster, dude. I do look forward to getting a Latissimus optimization or not like Latissimus, a ligament restructure, or just like anything to make my jump height not abysmal. Right how fucking like whack it feels to go from like everything to nothing. Oop. There we go. No others have been here room. Big sad.
Alternative defense turrets malfunctioning. All personnel are advised to avoid secure zones.
Hormone glands. Somatic painkillers is nice. It's probably muscle relaxants here. A little hesitant on that because Latissimus optimization, maybe that was the better play there. Give us the extra climb speed to avoid teeth. Alternatively, I can just mash click to have infinite stamina. Oh, as long as I can maintain the fucking button mashing. I didn't even get. Oh, I was fucking spam clicking too hard. I need to take that vent section, I think. I gotta die to teeth if I don't. Oh, I can't even get like the goodies out of this area. Can't steal that guy's stash. Ah, cringe. Blind, there it is. Oh, asshole. Like manage my camera really weirdly so I don't grab on the stuff by accident while I'm trying to do the mashing to clear stamina.
Personal items must be stored in assigned lockers during working hours. Unsecured belongings will be unassigned.
Also kind of sucks because it makes it harder to maintain the flashlight. I suppose I have the headlamp for, but still. Oh, okay. Cross over to the other damn shaft for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I forgot he actually chases you in here. This might be the most use somebody's ever gotten out of muscle relaxant. That is such a lie. Dude, please don't tell me he just respawned on this side. Come on. Get here, regen a tiny bit of stamina. Holy shit. Its surge shaft is so brutal without anything. At least I don't have to worry about it for like a whole nother loop, but Jesus. Come on. There we go. Oh, for this specifically, I think if nothing else, this run's making me appreciate muscle relaxant a hell of a lot more. I did not get a ton of use out of that perk in the past, so feels good to have a good use for it, even if it will most likely become insanely irrelevant later on. Oh, fucking no. First stream in a while, unfortunately, it's 4 a.m. for me, but that's fair. So it's a good him. What you doing? Hopefully get some sleep. Or are you just waking up? You know, you're just waking up in the morning. If you haven't gone to bed yet, you should probably do that. It's pretty late to be up.
Caution. Unexpected chemical reaction in Lab C5. Inputs are compromised. Proceed under level 3 safety protocols.
Fuck, that might be GG. That's GG, yeah. Ah, damn it. This set of bindings is so rough. 100% did that to myself, but still. It's very possible to get like a good run off of. It's just, oof. I might need to practice up with that. With those couple of bindings. I was real confused for a second. It's a blue front. I think I got like one more solid attempt in me, and I might call it. Unfortunate room to get, but oh, that turret room is rough. Or at least it's rough when you have less perks and a lot less just stamina and shit to work with. Kind of a crazy amount of pitons to have already, Jesus. I think the biggest like problem and like misplays with that is just the fact that I kept forgetting I had a double jump. Like, bro, what was I doing? Good and making such better use of it. A couple of roaches now. Maybe we end up dropping them if we get more pitons, since overwhelmed could be possible. Shouts to whoever puts those ominous ass radios all over the place. I'm sure the reactor having problems is not much of a concern for us. I'm not grabbing that. Oh my god. I'm so bad at this fucking room. Dude, so bad at it. Do want to deep deals. Even as the lore of this game, I'm gonna preface this with I'm usually not the best person to ask about lore for games, but I believe just broadly speaking, this superstructure was found, not built, but found by a company, and you know they started doing research down here, finding a bunch of weird shit, and doing experiments with extra dimensional beings and objects, and something has gone wrong, and the facilities kind of, you know, everyone's gone, facilities getting pretty damn run down. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of pitons. And you, the player, are just purely profit motive. Hold on, I gotta do quick math now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 23. I realistically should. It's like an insane amount of greed if I drop 2 roaches for the first 2 pitons I see. It's an insane amount of greed. The correct play would be to just hold until I get to Abyss. I should do the correct play. I don't. I check. Like if I see the room, always greed. And I don't know. It would be like indescribable amounts of greed to drop 2 roaches. I guess the other like awful greed option is to try and just like carry a piton loose in hand. Cause like getting a double jump, getting an early double jump paired with profit motive would be kind of sick. It'd be kind of cool. Oh fuck. Okay, no, hold on. No. I'm pretty sure there is a spawn for 2 pitons in this room. Hold on. I believe like in the upper area there is a spawn for 2 pitons. Like up here. Or potential spawn. Please, there's gotta be like just 2. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not seeing anything, dude. I can't tell if I'm just checking the wrong places. I feel like I remember being able to find pitons here before, but I'm not seeing it. I think I just dropped 8 pitons for 2, 3, 4. I think I just dropped 8 pitons for one of the perks and start grabbing one of the tier 1 perks and start grabbing a bunch of roaches for later. And then we'll worry about getting whether or not we care about overwhelmed later. Biblical greed did almost happen there though. To be fair, I didn't even see like any pitons to pick up before I reached the room. It's not. I probably passed some, but it's not like I chose wrong. Here's the hoping. Brother, we already got it. The profit motive wasn't the problem here. The insane greed was going for what's it? Overwhelmed off of the first row altar or not. Fuck. Okay. Let's actually lock in and stop dying. About that. All good. Was the first perk. Ooh. I had to do inventory reorg. Get all the roaches in the bonus pouch. It might the play might be not overwhelmed at this point, to be honest. I think if I get a pulse organ in the next shop, I just don't bother playing into overwhelmed at all. If I do get it, I don't bother playing into overwhelmed. If I don't get it, maybe. But also going fast is kind of cool. What we got? That's a lot of pitons. Need to do some inventory management. There. So fuck. I mean to kill that one. Stack all forms of roaches? It's kind of crazy. Ligament restructure is nice. I think ligament restructure here. I have an open slot for flashlight. How badly do I want to double jump? I guess the real question is how many roaches do I think I can get away with for a while? How badly do I feel like I need speed right now? Or I guess rather, how much speed am I willing to sacrifice to potentially get overwhelmed, since that also does hurt my score if I go too slow. Get on top of this and chill for a second. Or fucking fall. Smooth moves. Chill. Take it easy. And send it. Come on. There we go. God, having that much speed boost does make such a difference for this area. Holy. God, it feels so nice going through Lost Piers with like any amount of mobility. Let's not accidentally drop the hammer this run. Uh, well, hold on. I have 21 points in my no. No. If I get a back strengthener, they'll consider it, but I need like 4 more points. I need 4 more pitons, and I don't even have 4 slots to sack for it at this point. Come on. Really? I want to go away. Handstand. Ugh, this is some of my least favorite turret spawns. Rage beating the one turret. Come on, please. How is that not knocked over, dude? Just want to knock this one over. There we go. This fucking layout has some of my least favorite turrets. Oh my god, I fell. My least favorite turret spawns. I'm skill issuing it so hard. Oh my god. Take a moment and lock in. That simple. Perk I even get terror. That terror get has probably been saving my ass more than I'll know. Come on. What am I stuck on? There we go. Yeah, it might be forego overwhelmed and just kind of hope for a pulse organ. These back strengtheners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 12 is 17. 17 plus 3 is. Ugh. That's 7 pitons. 19. I need 3 more pitons. I could grab overwhelmed. If I get those 3 pitons along the way, sure. I think if I see a Rowalter before I get 3 more pitons, I just take the Rowalter as is, though. And try and fish for paranoia. I think we're gonna be, well, alright, hold on. Wow, not 1 piton out of that, dude. That's so lame. That crate can have pitons in it. Alright, Rowalter, triple check my math. 4, 8. Yeah, I'm too short. Alright, it's a bit of a bummer, but 3. What you gonna do? Stack of terror, go fuck yourself. Second altar. It's definitely a play for paranoia. I just need to double check. I'm gonna double check the wiki real quick. I want to make sure that I'm remembering my shit correctly. Believe that there isn't another sack hero reward between or the lesser blessing. Okay, yeah, it's past 15, so I can sack both of these. All right. Oh, those items did me good. Well, one of those items did me good. The other did its job. I got a third stack of terror, so that sucks. Maybe the smarter play would have been to just sack the flashlight at that point.
Diagnostic.
Who knows?
Scan of stand 9 complete. Material loss 68%.
One of those things where we don't need paranoia for a while, but like the earlier we get it, the better. Oh god, I have to actually play Hanging Gardens too. This sucks. Because between not having double jumps and not having injectors, I'm gonna have to actually play the Hanging Gardens, which I am rusty as fuck on. Get any additional roaches would be kind of nice, but I don't remember. I don't remember if there's any like noteworthy spawns on my way there. Right there. Okay. Get in the bag. The different roach types don't really matter for this mode aside well, let me rephrase that. Because I have the unlimited roaches modifier on, it doesn't really matter for this mode. They're in general though, they have different like currency values. It's like the platinums are worth 5, the golds are worth 1. And then there's a ruby roach that's worth 15. They're pretty rare if you don't have a specific perk. There is also the lemon lime roach, which you can eat for a bit of stamina refill. That's a fun one. Oh, and there's the orange ones that explode. Yeah, I think we just go right here. Good thing I don't have survival mode on. Survival mode would have killed me there. Yeah, they're yellow and green, so of course they're lemon lime. What else would they be? Oh, hello, Mr. The Face. How goes you? The Eldritch Horrors themselves. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Dude, Hanging Gardens is so scary without any sort of double jump. Oh my god. Come on. Let's go right here. And up that way. Dude, so I'm gonna be honest, this game is like, it's not finished, it's in early access, but like what is currently out is genuinely one of my favorite games I've played in a while. Oh my god, pulse organ. Pulse organ's so good. You know, like I'm just flying through a lot of the game right now, but like genuinely playing through this game normally is a very different experience, and in terms of like a horror experience, I think it's pretty up there because it's pretty good at being tense, part in no small part because of how difficult it is. It is not an easy game, but it is a very fun and very rewarding one. Okay, starting to get into the flow of things. More double jumps would be good. Getting our paranoia out of the way would be good, but I suspect the game's not going to be as kind about that. Considering it's given us 3 stacks of terror, which, keep in mind, most perks in this game have diminishing returns the more you stack them. So, you know, each stack of terror isn't... The first stack of terror, really nice all stats up. Second stack of terror, slightly less nice all stats up. One's past that, a lot less good all stats up. Scared to shoot yourself on the first playthrough. The game's spooky. Also, the announcer has some very fun voice lines. I think a lot of it, there's a lot that show up in like specific areas of the campaign that are just never gonna end up playing while we're playing Endless here. Can I get a... I don't think we need that. Pulse organ. Pulse organ we want. We get 3. Probably 4. That's 7 total. If I can find one more and I happen to get the others have been here room, that'd be kind of sick. This is your first time watching a Twitch stream for more than 2 hours. Oh, I hope you've been enjoying it, dude. What? That's it. Yeah, I remember the reason I found out about this game, I think is actually kind of funny, was watching YouTube recommended me a speedrun of the comms array challenge map. I looked at the speedrun and was like, huh, that's pretty cool. And nothing like the actual I find out later when I actually get the game and play is nothing like the actual campaign itself, just kind of a fun bonus mode. I end up enjoying the campaign, like playing campaign speedruns a lot more than the challenge map speedruns. I do think it's funny that the thing that got me initially interested in the game was not a thing I necessarily ended up enjoying about the game itself, playing it. Alright, so that's enough. If I end up doing a sack in back strengtheners, I should have grabbed elastic limbs probably. There'll be more. Just gonna take another piton. It's like, as much as I can sack, like I'm very capable. Oh, well, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable sacking a flashlight actually. We don't need this piton anymore then. One of the most interesting games you've seen in ages. Genuinely, it's like one of my favorite games that I've played in a long ass time. I picked this up like around the start of the year and was just absolutely hooked on it for a few months. Then I started playing Marathon and got very hooked on that instead. But I want to do more like high-end run to this game. So here we are. Or high level, I guess, not high end. It feels so nice to have double jumps again. I don't have like the fucking like 6-ish that I had earlier. Room is a lot less scary. You have a little bit more mobility, so you can skip most of it. I do remember that room being absolutely fucking terrifying the first time I went into it, because oh boy, do you have no warning about the laser grid. I swear this room is more aggressive than I remember it being. I don't remember there being nearly as much electricity and shit going on. Okay, 3 like pretty easy Delta Lab rooms in a row is pretty nice. Maybe not easy rooms, but short rooms. Delta Labs is kind of a fucked sub area of Hab Yellow. Old Habby. I kind of want to get Heavy Strike again. Backstring Firms is nice. Heavy Strike helps thin out the pool a little bit. And also just kind of is a nice obstacle clear. So I think rolling into it's a sign that I should take it. In conclusion, therefore. Can we spot a row altar? And can we get the one row altar perk that we really care about? I guess the one, more accurately, the one row altar perk we care about that's like reasonable to go for at this point. Guess technically I could save up for, and no altars is kind of cringe. That's crazy. I guess technically I could save up for overwhelmed if I save up like a fuck ton of flashlights for several loops, but like also 2 pulse organs is kind of like, it's enough. The all stats up that it gives is also like nice, but it's not an insane all stats up. I also think this means that I could drop 3 pitons in exchange for the next flashlight I pick up as sack fodder. So gotta look at the upsides. RHO. The main thing I couldn't remember if it was RHO or ROH is what I always forget. Yeah, some sort of Eldritch entity that we're sacrificing shit to, who's, I don't know what his intents are. It's not really my business. He gives me nice perks when I give things to him, so I'm not one to complain. System rework. I think we just take that. It's like 15% up on our stats. System rework 1, pretty good. System rework 2, solidly not bad. Come on. It honestly, double jump and like just kind of better mobility in general, that's a damn good deal just for sacrificing some items. So the question is, would you sacrifice like the artifacts for them? It's, I don't know, low glove that lets you just have a little bit of low gravity and a nice ability to rewind time a little bit. Not bad, not bad. Teleportation.
Structural stress fractures identified in
Spear that kills you, you would sacrifice. Alright, the spear I would also sacrifice in a heartbeat. But I also acknowledge that I just don't know how to use the spear well. Fucking hell. I have seen I've seen that, like, people who know how to use the spear well scare me, quite frankly. Like, in a I'm pretty impressed way. Come on. Yeah, the stopwatch doesn't have much use, especially since it has a limited use and then it's just gone forever. Oh my god. Steam valves. I get the clear spot for just get an autonomous skeleton to get it out of the way. Let the has to be rolled hold given the amount of injections you've gotten. On the last run, yeah. I don't know, the animation I feel like looks like it just goes straight into the chest, for better or for worse. While you decide if that's better or worse. Yeah. No, things are not in a great state. I mean, who knows? Things on the surface outside of the superstructure might be fine for now. You never know. But also, yeah, our character here, Climb Girl, I think has worse problems to worry about until she's out of here. All right, the upgrades, yeah. Jabbing the upgrades into her hand. Yeah, that would definitely just be punching an actual hole into your hand, but I mean, I don't know, gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Plus, double jump with, because of them. Or in double jump. I think I'm up to like triple jump. There you go. Ran out of jumps. Being a rabbit DNA would be nice. More back strengtheners is always nice. Plastic limbs I'm never gonna complain about. I think this, because I think last run I didn't have a ton of last limbs, so you get to really see how crazy that one can get. You get enough stacks of limbs, you can reach real damn far. Kind of grab shit. Dude, they actually get 2 abysses right being hunted. Did 2 in a row without the fucking row altar is actually kind of crazy. Unless I fucking missed it, but I don't think I did. This time I have a bunch of double jumps so I can kind of just not play the hanging gardens. It's extra good since I am being hunted. That also means I can drop 2 pitons. Got more roaches with that space. Another flashlight to sack later. I guess technically. No, it's fine if I do that because worst case I can just sack that flashlight. Come on. I need to remind myself if consumptive reflexes stacks. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I pretty much only want to take it if it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it does not stack at all. Cool. Get that out of the pool then. Yeah, even if I run into the pipe organ one, that's kind of chilling because I can just sack all 3 flashlights I have and then I'll get a new one before I actually need a flashlight. Oh my god. Right, I don't have unlimited double jumps. Blast the limbs, my beloved. Is the power? This is the power button one. Like, fuck. Back strengtheners could be kind of nice. Raises my speed cap. Could fish for more pulse organs. Could also be nice. I think I need a speed upgrade to compensate for the lack of paranoia. I was noticing a little last abyss loop of, oh god, that's right, I am, you know, our good friend Mr. The Face is moving the fast. having massive reach. Right. Oh. Bad ordering for the rooms maximizes our chances of seeing the others have been here room. Since apparently I'm getting terrible row altar luck in Abyss. Oh my god. I cannot believe that this is how I'm getting my next opportunity to roll. Fuck. Feel different. Is that the one? No, it's fucking needles, dude. Oh my god. Pretty sure that was needles, but I don't have the symbols super memorized. Oh, it's so cringe. The third slide, keep open. The Valk stasis is useless on this run. One piton around. I guarantee you, as soon as I get to, I'm calling it right now, as soon as I get to Abyss, I'm gonna get a, like, double row altar spawn because, you know, go fuck myself. Come on, cross the gap. There we go. Speed of monster, scale of player speed. The scale of, so the, like, just random ass monsters like vent things, fucking blood bugs, shit like that. Their speed doesn't really scale at all during endless. The infinitely rising goop and the big guy, the face, both of those scale with the distance you travel. So the deeper into a run I get, the faster both of those things are gonna get, and the more I have to compensate for it. I legit don't think I bothered taking a, maybe I took one of the, maybe there's a world where I took one of those pitons, but very much wait till I have 2 flashlights to sack again at a minimum. I don't want to waste too much inventory space. Yep, there it is. There's the first row altar. Additionally, with this area, the face, more of them spawn the more times you have looped. I believe it is every 3 loops is when another one spawns. So right now there should be at least 2. Fuck you, turret.
Emergency. Vital hazard classification 7 confirmed. Closest operational nuclear.
It's at least 2 of them.
habitation lines armed. Lost.
Yeah, paranoia would be really nice to get because that is like the one. It doesn't do anything to the mass that's infinitely rising in the other areas, but it does slow down these guys a little bit. God. Which becomes useful, especially as you get later into a run, because yeah, I'm barely keeping ahead of those guys with my current speed. I mean, I'm just gonna keep taking the pulse organs as I get offered them, even if I kind of use something else. I mean, if you don't have a lot of speed, I would recommend during like a casual playthrough, you're gonna want to keep an eye on those guys. Like at first playthrough, you're gonna want to keep an eye on where they are. Because I might be flying past them because I've played this a lot of times and have a good idea on how that goes, but you might be on a first playthrough, you're gonna be a lot closer to them than you would like, because you're not gonna be moving quite as hard. A little tip for you, the flare gun does make them fuck off. For a little bit.
Emergency. Gas leak detected in chemical store. Evacuate immediately.
The DNA, that's gonna help a lot actually. With Abyss. One thing I don't like with the updated rabbit DNA is I'm not a big fan of the new sound effect. Feels a little, at least to me, feels a little overkill for the perk itself as a sound effect, but you know, that's also just my preference. Others have been here. That's neat. I don't have the stuff to sack though. I don't really have the wiggle room to pick up stuff to sack. Dude, I gotta take another one. Also, do you know you're moving without the sound? Listen, I think the old sound worked just well for it. It might very strictly just be oh well, that's the sound I'm used to, that's why I like it more. I don't know. I like the slightly calmer sound. That very well might just be because that's what I heard for the first however much time I had in this game before the update. I don't remember how much it is, but it was a lot. tech. I just forget what the correct direction is for that room. I know I want to end up in that center room. It's the fastest way. I just always forget which way leads directly in. Did I take a wrong turn? Maybe. Maybe one could argue that this is. Fuck. Where am I? Good. Okay, cool. It got bored. Forgot where it was trying to take me. Dude, actually gonna cap out pulse organ. What even happened with the hand? I don't fucking know, man. I think it genuinely, I think it got like stuck or something. Cause like I was waiting for something to grab onto to try and wear it out. I think it got stuck trying to pull me backwards and just let go of me. Probably like some sort of like, if I had to guess, there's probably like an internal safeguard of like, if it can't get you to go anywhere for a set amount of time, it just lets go of you to not like soft lock you.
Emergency. Vital hazard classification 7 confirmed. Closest operational nuclear failsafe. Habitation line armed.
I'm sure the faces are a normal distance behind me and I had nothing to be concerned about there. One more? Yeah. Okay, I think as much as I want more pulse organs because it's funny, I do think the back strengtheners is the correct play. Like, we've got the vertical mobility down at this point. I think we just want more horizontal. I mean, we're not gonna complain if we get more vertical, because you know, pulse organs are just good. Or fog is a little cringe though, cannot lie. Fucking hell, which way is it? This way. Give it a second for these to fire off and then just kind of weasel our way up here and be confused as fuck as to which way is the correct way to go, because I can't see more than a couple feet in front of me. Thank you, fog. Ah, deep storage, my beloved. I'm gonna be real, there's not an insane amount of methods to the madness at this point. I'm just kind of clicking buttons. I should grab 2 pitons if I see them. I'd rather... Well, I guess flashlightless abyss wouldn't be as bad now. So I could just do a triple flashlight sack. If it comes down to it. Oh, God. Okay, thank fuck. That was... I'm not ready to deal with the fucking door, dude. That was almost insanely unlucky. But thank fuck it was just a door cameo and not a door appearance. Yeah. Bunch moving along. Oh, perfect. I need one of those. For anybody who's less familiar with this game, in specifically that segment of Pipeworks, that sub area, there is a chance for an enemy called the door to spawn, and I hate it. It's well made from being absolutely fucking terrifying, but I do kind of hate it from it's really annoying to deal with during runs, but it's a very, very rare enemy that when you're walking near it, it basically just tells you, ooh, you want to go through that door, you want to go through that door, you want to go through that door, and it fucks with your, like, the colors of your screen. It pulls you towards it and also pulls your camera towards it. It is really fucky to deal with. Again, very fucking cool from the horror end. That thing terrified me when I first encountered it, but I have lost a couple of endless runs, especially like earlier endless runs to it, so I was not happy. Yeah, no, it basically tries to force you to look at it, which is really annoying for climbing game. You have to look at what you're trying to grab. I think I have also lost like a couple of like campaign mode speedruns to that. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with. Again, wouldn't remove it from the game, but goddamn do I not like dealing with it when I'm doing like a speedrun or a score run. All right, time to stack our camera or our flashlights. By the way, being near these row altars does scare away these guys, which is very nice. Dude, second stack of needles. Are we being for real, game? Come on, habitation lime, go nuclear already. Get away from me. Oh right, I'm not allowed to see because I sacked my flashlight. Oopsies. I'm a little surprised I survived that, I'm gonna be honest. Lemming's nice. At a certain point, I'll max out the stacks on the bet. So, to be clear, like, one of those Roalter buffs isn't bad. And honestly, Needles isn't even... It's... Technically, they're not bad. It's just... Getting a single stack of Paranoia is very nice for slowing down the face. But yeah, I could max them out. The problem is maxing them out is 5 stacks of each. So... That would be a lot of bad rolls to get. I'm at 3 and 2. Yeah. Which, like, also, you know, keep in mind that, like, I'm throttled on the amount of sacks I can make in no small part due to the fact that I'm playing with the Pinto Beans modifier. So, because of that, I am just getting... I get fog again, dude. Oh my god, I hate dealing with the fog. Oh. Ooh, I made a mistake going through that vent. Yeah, keep in mind, normally it's not that bad to spam. Like, there would have... Without all my items being, all the item spawns being replaced with beans and pitons, I would have sacked for it several more times and gotten it by now. That was a little risky. He did not go all the way up there. Button, button, button. I hate air exchange, dude. Oh my god. Thank god it's a short air exchange, Jesus. But yeah, hitting GG on the run is probably gonna happen before we cycle through all of the other stacks of row perks. Especially since not having Paranoia specifically makes it harder to sort of keep surviving in Abyss. That's some mad jukes. Is nice, that helps. I think I gotta be getting close to cap on the amount of back strengtheners I can get, to be honest. Come on, there you go. Way do we need to go? This way. Not that one, no. My arrows. Where's my yellow paint? He's I picked correctly. I think I outran the hand running away from the light there. A little crazy. Ooh, let's not have that close of a call again, huh? About that. Real close to getting a little electrocuted there. Grab it. Yeah, no, this game has good sound. Has really good sound design. Just genuinely like one of my favorite games I've played in a long ass time. And it's not even like finished yet. I'm excited to see what the rest of it comes out to be. Not a fan of the fact though. I can hear him that close behind me. Alright, fuck off because of the row altar. Let's reset for a second.
Emergency. Vital hazard classification 7. Confirmed. Closest operational nuclear clearance.
Dude, they were being so rude. Getting in my way. Blow shrill. Easy. That's Slim's 4 I can't really complain about. God. I can't worry about stacking a piton or two once I'm like through drainage system. Definitely air exchange. It's kind to me with which air exchange rooms it gives me at least. Not a fan of being put in one as a timer, but be worse, I suppose. Where's my... How did that end up in my hammer slot, dude? Dude! Game's actually trolling me right now. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. Drop me into the vent. Dude, I don't even love the Shattered Chambers that much, but I'll take it. Air Exchange is just actual hell for late Endless. System Reorg 2 is probably the play. One of these. Yeah, I really don't even have time to stop at row altars that aren't like in Abyss with how fast the mass is moving. How did you end up overriding my flashlight? The hell? Not as bad as the hammer override, but still. The hell did that happen? Come on. There you go. Oh my god, the toxic gas, dude. Bad routing on my part. Cannot lie. Alright. Fun fact that I've learned from killing a run, if you walk backwards to the previous room after reaching a transition like that, you will very much so kill yourself to the mass. So don't do that. Hot tip. He's smarter than I. I guess past I has been. Come on. There we go. I think I need more ligament restructures, honestly. I don't know if I have a good number of them. Chill out, turret. Please. Game. Game. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one I want. Don't shoot me. I'm already full of bullet. Come on, up, uppies, uppies. There we go. Velocity augments too. I'm not gonna be too upset about that. Pretty secure to short-term attendance, man. The short attendance bans. And I am having to lock in so fucking hard for this run. Alright, that's a Rowalter spawn. Make sure the faces are gonna cooperate, because I have been killed on these altars by faces not cooperating before.
Molecular reformation. Overrides engaged. Scanning for
Paranoia?
operational fail-safe devices.
Oh my god. Alright, well I have so many, I have 22% stat up, which is nice, I guess. But I really wanted the paranoia there. As far as I'm aware, it is just a 1 in 3, by the way.
Emergency. Vital
So
hazard.
we're just losing the rock paper scissors repeatedly.
Operational nuclear fail-safe.
So I'm sure you've noticed, but that that nuclear explosion does scare him off a bit. Oh, at least it was needles that time, which is slightly more or not needles, but terror that time. It's the slightly more, like, it's not as good with as many stacks as I have, but it is by far the better of the two I've been getting. So, because when's the last time you've seen me run out of stamina? So I think what Dismas is. Yeah, crazy probability, but you know, on the flip side, like yeah, that's crazy bad probability, but I will point out that I have been getting pretty crazy luck with my regular shop perks, so, you know, it's all give and take. But that will not stop me from endlessly bitching about it. Come on. Having as many Sorgans is a little crazy. I've done full runs that don't see this many pulse organs. Also deep storage, clutch as hell. No thinking required. I'm actually close to hitting cap on pulse organs. You know, it is cool how the endless mode just stays difficult all throughout. Oh, I really don't like seeing drainage system, dude. Hopefully we don't get too many bad rooms with drainage system. Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah, GG. That's a crazy good score though. Oh. GG. 51 on the overall leaderboards with that run. That's a PB for me, yeah. To be fair, that is the biggest score multiplier I've played with. It's not the best distance I've reached. That one's about 3k higher. But, yeah, definitely new best in terms of a score. Top 10 soon. I can hope. We'll see. Oh. Run that on no. So the big takeaways from that is trinket pouch, the pouch, kind of crazy. Probably gonna keep using that because Christ. I think pinto beans is a reasonable take, but it does make things a lot harder. Puts a bit more luck into the court. And lack of paranoia actually wasn't the thing that killed us, so do I have a Discord? I guess I do. I'll put an invite link in the chat in un momento. Where's OBS? Alright, there you go. That's a link to the Discord. I'll announce when I do streams. I'm probably gonna aim for like one a week. I might do some offline attempts, a little bit of offline experimentation to see if I can figure out more score mult stuff. But yeah, I think that is what we're gonna call it for stream today though. So if you guys enjoyed watching, I will catch you all around. Have a good night.